After calving, a cow must undergo many challenges including dietary and physiological change. We expect her to reach peak milk production within 8 weeks post-calving. We need her to show strong signs of heat in order to get back in calve. Following calving, a cow's energy requirements increases by over 300% in the first 24 hours. At the same time, dry matter intake is at a low base. This doesn't catch up with the energy demand until 8 weeks into lactation. This is known as negative energy balance, which leads to a healthy period of fat mobilisation. However, excess fat mobilisation leads to significant issues for the cow, reducing the ability of the liver to convert the end products of digestion into glucose, as well as increasing inflammation and increasing glucose demand to fuel the immune system. This challenge coincides with hitting peak milk production by around 80 days in milk, which largely dictates total lactation yield and getting the cow back in calve. The goal is to limit fat mobilisation by less than 0.5 body condition score units within the first month post-calving. To meet this increasing energy demand, we must first ensure that dry matter intake is not restricted and also work with a nutritionist to formulate a diet that is highly digestible. This often requires a high level of starch and sugars. Because early lactation diets are more rapidly digestible, this can challenge rumen function by reducing the pH and so increasing the risk of subclinical acidosis, otherwise known as SARA. This can lower feed digestibility, reduce dry matter intake, but also increase the likelihood of getting other metabolic disorders, which further restricts energy intake. Maximising dry matter intake is essential to close the energy gap as quickly as possible. Feed intake is influenced by many factors, including level of production, feed access, forage quantity and quality, and feed digestibility. The rumen microbiome determines how effectively a cow can extract nutrients from their diet. If we can get the rumen to extract and supply the animal with a greater proportion of nutrients, in particular propionate, which is the key driver for glucose production, this is essential to close the energy gap as quickly as possible. If rumen function is not carefully managed, this can decrease the fibre digesting bugs and increase the lactic acid producing bacteria, both of which reduces energy supply by the diet. Recent research has shown that increasing the speed at which rumen microbes colonise the fibre in the gut can improve feed conversion efficiency. Thus, we can get more from every bite. If we can increase the number of fibre digesting bacteria, increase the lactic acid utilising bacteria, and stabilise rumen function, we are helping the cow to improve her feed conversion efficiency.
With the massive demands placed on the early lactation dairy cow, optimising the rate at which she can utilise feed and turn that into utilisable energy is absolutely essential. By optimising rumen fermentation, we can improve the amount of nutrients extracted from every bite of feed. This is particularly important in early lactation when cows are in negative energy balance and are quite vulnerable to disease. Actisaf helps to improve rumen function by encouraging key species of microbes, particularly the fibre digesting species and lactate utilising species. By improving feed efficiency in early lactation, we help cows to reach peak milk yield, which in turn dictates the whole lactation performance. Recent research at the University of Nottingham has shown that cows supplemented with 10 grams of Actisaf produce 2.8 kilos more energy corrected milk per cow per day when compared with cows not fed Actisaf for the exact same level of dry matter intake. This actually represented a 5.5% improvement in milk production for the same intake. Feeding Actisaf has also been proven to aid the transition from one diet to another, limiting drops in performance by allowing the rumen microbes to adapt more quickly to diet changes. By optimising rumen function, we're helping dairy farms to improve profitability, productivity and sustainability.